Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to carry on with my Peaches and Cream series using the pigments. It is absolutely boiling. It is the 19th of July as I am filming this, and it got up to 30 here in Dundee, which is just mental. Now, I went and got one of those turbo towels, you know, that you put your hair into and you wrap it round. So this is my natural hair, like, not blow dried. Look how mental it is. Bruce was saying that he thought my hair looks a lot more ginger, like my natural colour earlier. So I don't know. I mean, obviously it's a lot better for your hair. It dries the towel dries your hair quicker, so then you're not using heat on it. And also with it being this warm anyway, so I get like a kind of a kink in it. But it's like a frizz, it's like frizzy as well. It feels so soft, which is great. But it's almost like see there, like it all stands up and everything. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I would be interested to know what you think. I've also unfortunately got some eczema right behind my ear here, and it is a little bit sore. So please ignore this on my shoulder as well. I probably made more attention to it by pointing to it there, but anyway, I wasn't going to wear a vest so that you just wouldn't see it, but it is what it is. It's a spot, I picked it, end of story. Oh my goodness, I've been feeling absolutely horrendous. I was sick all day yesterday just with my hernia and feeling awful, and then this heat on top of it is just not the one. So I just thought I would move my arse and film this for you today. So we are going to be using another Peaches pigment, and I'm going to use Pixie for this one. So this one is like a white, I don't think you'll see it, iridescent-y one, but it's got like pinky bits of sparkle in it. Oh my goodness, so that's the one we're wearing today, and I'm just going to use items from my shop stash for the rest of my face. It might end up being a long one, no doubt, you know what I'm like, so you might want to grab yourself a snack, drink, all that jazz. So let's just crack on, shall we? So the first thing I'm going to do is my eyes, in case there's folding. So I'm going to use some more of these wee shields like I used for the first one. If anybody doesn't know, I suffer with a hiatus hernia, which is the bane of my life. And yesterday it was just awful, and it drains the life out of you when it's annoying you. So between that and this heat that we're not used to, I'm just fit for nothing. Like even the things that I enjoy doing, like reading my book, anything, I just don't want to do it. I just literally want to just like lie there and do nothing. We even dug out the fan, but it's so expensive to have it running all the time. And even though it has been warm on and off the weather, for us, we haven't felt it bad enough to get the fan out. But himself yesterday was just like, no, can't do this, it's too much. But he's lucky, he's not as bad as me with the grouchiness, but I'm like, I just hate it. Can't get over how soft my hair is. So chuffed. Right, so we are going to start off with my eyes, and I'm going to use the Urban Decay Born to Run palette just for like basic colours, like I did the first time around. I hardly use this palette. I don't know why. It's just a palette I've never really taken to. And it's not even that there's anything wrong with it at all. It's just I've never... The main reason I got it when it came out was for these greens here in this corner, and I do love them. But yeah, this is why I do my shop stash, because I want to be using up stuff as well. So we're just using the shade Weekender, which is, see this palette as well, it's so bloody heavy. Weekender, which is this shade here, just to add a bit of colour. It's supposed to be an emphasis, this palette, on it's absolutely everything you need for travelling. That's why it's got all the pictures in that, but it's such a actual heavy palette, like the packaging and stuff, that you're just like, could you be bothered to take such a palette on holiday with you? But so let me know in the comments. Obviously by the time you see this it's going to be into August though, because I've done all my filming that I need to do for my scheduled days for July. But you can still let me know how you've been finding the weather and that. Does it make you grouchy? We're just not equipped for it, are we? So that's just a light colour. Then I'm going to, oh, itchy ankle. There's so many shades here that I haven't even used before. Do I want to use that same one? Yeah, I'm going to go into the shade Riff, which is a slightly deeper brown. And I'm just then going to take that just below where I put that first colour and just wiggle it back and forth. As I say, this is just to give us a bit of something, because with them being loose pigments, I think if I just put it straight onto my eye the way it is, I don't think you'd see it. I think you need to put the pigments over something, you know. So yeah, that's been it. I've just been... And sleeping, oh my god, that's even more of a nightmare. I end up, I can't sleep. And then when it hits between 7 in the morning into midday of the next day is when my body seems to then want to sleep, because I haven't been able to sleep when I'm supposed to. And yesterday, because I wasn't feeling well, I went and had a lie down and like slept for an hour. I could have slept longer, but I woke up, which is annoying. And the same about an hour ago, I didn't go to sleep, I just went to read my book, like in the cool. And then I found myself falling asleep. But then my dinner was ready. And I don't sleep well anyway. I haven't slept well for the past, I don't know, 10 plus years since my mum died. So that's just a nice wee base. It's nice and light. So the next thing I'm going to do is just take a smaller brush and I'm going to go into this deep shade down here called Punk, just to give a little bit of definition. See the warmth just sitting here? It's like overcast today as well, so you would expect it not to be as warm. But it certainly is warm. It's to be raining for the rest of the week, but see when it's raining but you've still got the heat, that's like even more of a nightmare, I think. Because then you've got to wear layers if you're going out anyway. And it's just like, are you kidding? I can't even be doing with a jacket. I'm laughing at Bruce because he puts the fan on so that he's not roasting while he's drinking his coffee, because he loves his coffee. Because I'm like, how can you be bothered to have a roasting hot cup of coffee? Because he's not really into iced coffees as such. And he's just like, oh, it's great when you're having it when the fan's on, because then you don't quite feel so... Oh, you're so funny. Like, I don't think I've had... I know they say to drink hot drinks to cool you down, but I'm like, no, cannot do it. I drink so much water. And then I'll have the odd can of Coke Zero, but... Okay, I'm just going to take what's left on the brush of this deeper shade and just run it underneath as well. Well, we've still got the shields on. And then I'm going to go back to, where's that brush I just used? And I'm going to go in between, no, I'll take some of Riff and Weekender, which was the two first shades that I used. And make this lovely face. And I'll just do that. Okay, now we're going to move on to the pigment. So as I say, this one is called Pixie. It's a loose eyeshadow, so I'll just open it up here and get the lid off. Oh my god, it's so sparkly. I don't know if you'll be able to see the sparkles. Probably not. It's got a lot of pinky sparkle in it. Now, let me get a little brush. First of all, I'm just going to dip the brush in dry just to see where is my trusty See, that's what I mean now. If I had just put this pigment on its own, you would never have seen it. Okay, let's get a wee spritz. Wet the brush. Again, just dipping it in. See that? It's got a lot of pinky purpley reflex to it, this one. It's gonna go everywhere and be like so difficult to, like it's all the way down here as well. I'm not gonna lie, this is not one of my favourites. I'm keeping my two favourite ones to the very end of the series that I'm doing with them. This is one of the ones that Mel sent me, I think. Yeah, this one. And I think She's All That, it was called. So it was Mel that started my Peaches and Cream journey. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's really gorgeous. But it is very, very transparent, and like, I don't know if you can see it there on the brush. See the reflective of it? Hold on. Reflective it there on the brush. There's a lot of pink in it. And it goes everywhere. It's literally everywhere. Like, I'm not joking. It is all over the place. It's like a fairy has come in and sprinkled Pixie dust quite literally everywhere. It's all over my hands. It's all over everything. Let's get a wee bit of hand sanitizer. See if we can get some of it off the fingers and down here. Also, when you move, ooh, hold on. When I'm moving this eye, I'm seeing like a gold reflecty bit there, but oh yeah, I'm seeing it up here. Oh, cool. Right, let me get this shield removed. I am not kidding you, people. You should feel how sweaty it is where that was. Ah. Can you see the pinky reflect? Can you see it reflecting? So it is gorgeous. I'm not saying it isn't. Right, we are going to go in with our primer. This is a gorgeous primer. If you haven't tried it, I really suggest trying it. It's £15. This is the NYX Honey Dew Me Up primer. It's so lovely and it is so cooling and hydrating and nourishing on the skin. I just absolutely adore it. I was dying to try it, and then eventually one time when I was in Superdrug, I just gave in and I was like, yep, I'm having that. And I never looked back. These cuts on my fingers, I don't know how I got them. I was putting the washing up and then my finger was bleeding. I swear, I'm like so accident prone. Right, so that feels lovely. Then I'm going to go in, this is just what I've got in my shop moustache at the moment. I'm going to take some of the Chanel Healthy Sheer Highlighting Fluid, and this is in Sun-Kissed. And I'm just going to, oh, there's a big chunky bit in there. Hold on. Oh, did I just get it on my top? I just got it on my top, you stupid bloody woman. God's sick. It literally just went all over my top. Oh well. And I got my dinner down my other top. See what I mean? Can't take me anywhere. I really wanted the lighter one of these highlighting fluids, and I actually bought the two of them on eBay, but the person took the money and never sent me them. But of course, because you used it on eBay, you got refunded. And then eventually I found this one, the darker shades, brand new on Depop, and got it. Now I do have some spray on Burnt Chili tanning mist, because I was just like, I looked so shit yesterday. I was like, if I don't feel good today, then that's what we're going with. Healthy Glow foundation, Chanel number 20, and I've been enjoying just putting it on with my hands. I mean, let's get real, as soon as I've taken photos, I'm taking all this off. So the whole purpose of the video really is the Peaches and Cream pigments, because I wanted to do a wee series on them. So it's not really about the rest of the makeup, but anyway. How are your animals coping, if you've got any? I don't have any animals, but I've seen a few people posting that they've got like their dogs or that wrapped in like wet towels and stuff to keep them all cool. Right, let me just make sure. I've also got texture. I'm just falling apart right now. Do you know what? That is so stunning, that eye look. Right, I am going to take this liner. This is by Colourpop and it's called Dirty Talk. It's just a goldy shade. I'm just going to run that in the waterline. I'm going to do my mascara, which is just my Primark one. I don't think I'm going to add the rest of my makeup. I'm just too warm for it. As I say, the main focus is definitely the pigment. So we'll just go with that, but at least we've got a wee bit of something on. I feel so sorry for people that have to work in the heat. I did it for years. Right, I'm just going to put a tiny bit of powder on. Oh my God almighty. Oh, there's my brush. I should have actually put some setting spray on before I did that, because my mascara will run if not. I'm going to take a tiny wee bit of blush. I'm using the BH Cosmetics one, and I'm just going to use the lightest one just for the purpose of me taking photos. Actually, it's just to give a little bit of colour to the cheeks as well. And then you know what? My new lipstick came yesterday. Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW, brand new, normally cost £26. Got it for £15 off of Depop. Delighted. Let's try to have some. Now, normally, this is the colour I wouldn't go for it because it looks so super duper light. But see, because I have this little card, which is like samples, and I used it when I saw it on me, I was just like, I freaking like that. So I'm done because I'm too warm. This is the finished look using the Pixie pigment. So if you enjoyed this video, please do hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, click the bell to be notified of when I next upload, and I will see you next time, and hopefully you are not suffering with the heat like I am. Let me know in the comments as well what you think of just my natural hair, like this. This is the way it looks if I just let it dry itself. What do you think? And do you think it looks quite red? I do have hair dye there to get it dyed, but yeah.